Hey, what's up, Art of Transliness folks? This is TJ. I'm actually doing the Monday remake day because I missed out on my actual day last week. So the topic last week was jobs and career and all that kind of stuff, and whether we're out, face discrimination, etc., etc. So my story's a little bit different than I think what folks have shared so far, in that I'm actually really openly out in not only my workplace but in my field as a whole. I'm in the student affairs administration field, so basically, for folks who've had the experience of going to a college or a university in the U.S., I'm part of the staff of the university, so folks who aren't faculty. These are folks who run the residence halls that students live in, put on a lot of programming on campus, do orientation or admission, so all kinds of other non-professorial positions on a college campus. Specifically, I work within LGBTQI services, so me being out in my workplace is sort of kind of a requirement. Not just not frowned upon, but actually encouraged. It increases, obviously, visibility on campus, which is part of what we do. But also within the field itself, being in higher education, I have the opportunity to work with trans issues and trans students across the country in all kinds of different ways, and also be involved with my colleagues at national conferences and regional conferences and things like that, or side projects, committees, to work on all kinds of trans-related stuff. So in some ways, my trans identity and my experiences as a trans person really color my experiences within my job and within my field, and I don't face as much resistance in terms of my trans identity within the field. Of course, there are plenty of colleges and universities that would never hire me because of my trans status or my out status, and that's fine. I wouldn't care to work there anyway. But for the most part, the field is really open and encouraging and affirming, and there's definitely a lot of work to do and lots of room for trans folks within the field. I'm actually going to be talking to someone next few weeks, hopefully, about joining the field, another trans person. So if you are trans identified and this is a field that you're interested in, just message me on my other channel and we'll talk. But anyway, the real piece for me when it comes to jobs and career is actually not my trans status as it is my citizenship status. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I am a citizen of Lebanon, where I was born, and Cyprus, where I grew up. So I have a dual citizenship there. And I work here on an employment visa. So for me to have a job, an institution has to be willing to sponsor me. And it's a very expensive process, and also there's always a risk that a sponsorship application doesn't go through, and the government doesn't approve it. So there's always the risk of wasting money. So when it comes to folks wanting to hire me, they really need to want me specifically, and be able to prove that I'm really the best candidate for the position. So that's the base level for employment. So I can't necessarily just go wherever I want to get a job. And also, I can't necessarily move around to other fields if I wanted to. I've wanted to go into nonprofit work, for example, and because I don't have the degrees for it, an application for sponsorship would fail. So there's all kinds of really tricky stuff there. And the process for employment visas is hard enough, let alone residency and green cards and things like that. So, but I won't get into that. So it's really at the intersection of those things in particular that I face some struggles. So when it comes to documentation, for example, because I'm not a U.S. citizen, for me to change my documentation here, I'd have to change my documentation in Lebanon and Cyprus first, before I'm able to change stuff here. So when it comes to having records that accurately reflect my gender and my name, that's something that I can't do currently. It's going to take a while. And I still have to figure out exactly how to go about doing it. So far I've hit a lot of dead ends, some closed doors here and there. So it's a work in progress. But that's really about it. That's what I had to share about my job in my field. And like I said, if you are a trans-identified, genderqueer, someone who's really interested in trans issues and you're interested in higher ed, let's chat it up. I'd love to see more of us in this field. There's definitely a lot of work to do and a lot of really great stuff happening. So thanks for listening.